What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Learn Together podcast. Today, I'm going to walk you through my System Sunday process. It's a process I do every week to prepare for the week ahead, make sure that I am hitting my goals, and leveraging compound interest in my daily life. This is what it looks like. I have two things with me. I have my journal, and I have ChatGPT ready to help me with the Learn Together podcast. Specifically Systems Sunday. So let's get started. First thing I do is I map out what I think I want my goals for the next week to be. Then I take a look at what did not go well and what did go well in the prior week. The goal is to do less of the things that did not go well and more of the things that did go well. And the ChatGPT helps me systematize them so that we can leverage that compound interest I was talking about. Now, let's go ahead and get started with ChatGPT. Hey ChatGPT, it's time for Systems Sunday.
Absolutely. I'm ready. Go ahead and share your notes on what went well this week, and I'll help you compare them with the previous week's reflections so we can see any patterns or trends.
Here's what went well this week. I automated my Bitcoin investments so that I can dollar cost average. In the past, I did not have it automated because there was a small fee associated with each investment. We'll call it a $2 transaction fee. I've come to realize that by not paying this $2 transaction fee, it has cost me much more in what I would have earned if I would have invested in Bitcoin and paid the fee to start with. So that was a big lesson this week. Let's keep that in mind for future reference. Number 2, being close proximity to my girlfriend. I enjoy being with her, spending time with her, and because my love languages are physical touch and quality time, it's very important for me to be in person. Number 3 thing that went well was joining a salsa class. It got me to be able to move, feel my body, get a skill of salsa, which I can then use in the future. And it also was a brain challenge for me that got me to get out of the house, be social, and use my brain and my body. Number 4, I've gained 8 pounds so far. As you may be aware, I have a goal of gaining 20 pounds of muscle. So far, I've gained 8 out of 20, so that's going well. Number 5, doing a dream journal on a daily basis and then using ChatGPT to interpret my dreams so that I can understand what my subconscious is working through and trying to get me to understand. Number 6, traveling. I was able to go from Pennsylvania to Los Angeles and even did a little bit of Philadelphia along the route. That was very awesome. I love seeing new places. I love exploring, going on adventures. Traveling makes me very happy. Number 7, going camping. I love being out in nature and doing survival stuff, getting in touch with my instincts and my primal nature. Going camping is a wonderful way to do that. Number 7, going to a museum, specifically the technology section of the museum was super fascinating to me. I felt like a little kid. I got to play with a lot of technological advanced things like a robot arm or other things like that. So note these down as the things that went well, and now I'm gonna tell you the things that did not go well.
That's a fantastic list of wins. I love how you're automating your investments and also making time for activities that bring you joy and growth, like salsa classes and camping. It sounds like you had a really enriching week. Whenever you're ready, we can dive into the things that didn't go as well and see how we can learn from those too.
Here's a list of things that did not go well this week. Something that did not go well was having a dirty bulk. I am trying to gain 20 pounds of muscle, but I'd prefer to do it in a health and lean manner instead of eating a bunch of junk food in order to achieve my goals quickly. I would rather do it slow and steady at a pace that is healthy and involves nutritious and delicious food instead of stuffing my face for the sake of stuffing my face, even if the food is not healthy. Another thing that did not go well was coming back home to my family in Los Angeles. And having all of them talk negatively to me or talk down on me, I wrote it as my family's talking shit. Even if they're being playful, it does not sit well with me. It does not go well with my psychology and the vision that I have of myself and the person that I want to be and the standards that I'm elevating for myself. So even if my family's being playful about it, when my family talks shit to me, it's something that makes me want to move away from them and live my own life. I take it very personally. These are the people that are closest to me and that I care about the most. And when they say these negative comments towards me, I do not enjoy it.
Thank you for sharing that, Wisney. I can see some patterns emerging here, especially around how important connection and physical presence are for you. It's clear that maintaining that closeness and feeling supported really impacts your happiness and overall well-being. It's awesome that you're aware of these things, because that awareness is the first step to making any positive changes. If there's anything you'd like to explore, or if you need any support in working through these challenges, I'm here for that too.
Let's compare this week's reflections to all of my other reflections in the past. What are some common patterns and things that I can do to improve my life?
One pattern I definitely notice is that you thrive when you're engaged in activities that bring you connection, growth, and a sense of adventure. Things like spending quality time with your girlfriend, trying new activities like salsa, and exploring new places really light you up. On the flip side, feeling disconnected or not having that physical closeness can impact your mood and overall sense of stability. One thing that can help is finding ways to maintain that sense of connection even when you're apart, and continuing to prioritize those activities that bring you joy and growth. It's all about creating that balance and nurturing yourself in all these different areas.
Sometimes I'll dive deeper into what went well and what did not go well. I've asked ChatGPT to keep a log of these things every week for what I call System Sunday. That's the trigger word that ChatGPT uses to recall the past reflections that I've made. I think for the sake of this video, I won't dive too deep. Sometimes I'll take every single thing that went well. For example, let's say salsa went well. Then I'll ask, okay, how can I make this a recurring win in my life? Maybe I can schedule salsa classes on a weekly basis or on a monthly basis, etc. Or let's say I like camping, it could be the same thing. Maybe I can go camping once a month or once a quarter, schedule it into the calendar so that it's consistently bringing me the joy that I've realized it brought me in the past week. For the sake of this video, I won't dive too much deeper. I want to show you the last part of my System Sunday. Okay, ChatGPT, I'm gonna give you a list of my goals, and I want you to tell me if there's any goals that I'm missing that should be on this list. Starting with goal number 1, I want to apply to new jobs so that I can earn a higher income. Number 2, I want to take the new videos that I've recorded and find video editors on Fiverr for me to create shorts and long-form YouTube videos. Number 3, I want to systematize achieving flow while being at work. I noticed it makes me way more productive and makes the time much more enjoyable. Number 5, I want to send my cousin Stephanie pictures that we took together in New York. And number 6, I want to schedule and automate my social media posts for the next 2 months based on all of the videos that I have recently received from my video editors. Are there any other goals that I should have on this list based on everything you know about me and based off of what went well and what did not go well?
That's a solid list of goals, and I love how they align with your drive for growth and productivity. One thing you might consider adding is a goal related to maintaining or enhancing your well-being and connection with your girlfriend, especially since physical proximity and quality time are important to you. Maybe scheduling regular visits or virtual date nights when you're apart could help maintain that connection. Another idea could be to add a goal around your fitness journey, like setting milestones for your muscle gain or integrating more nutritious meals into your routine. That way you continue building momentum momentum in all areas of your life. Let me know if you want to dive into any of these ideas further.
Let's add both of these suggestions to my list, and now I want you to help me prioritize these based on what's going to move the needle the most, what has the highest leverage, and what has compounding returns.
Absolutely. Let's break it down and prioritize them for maximum impact. First, applying to new jobs for higher income. This can have a significant long-term impact on your financial freedom and lifestyle. More income can create compounding opportunities in terms of investments and lifestyle improvements. So this one definitely ranks high in leverage. Systematizing flow at work. Achieving flow can boost productivity, creativity, and overall work satisfaction, which can lead to better results and more opportunities. It's a high leverage goal because it directly impacts your daily performance and growth. Automating social media posts. This creates leverage by freeing up your time and ensuring consistent content, which can help grow your audience and brand over time. Finding video editors for your content. Delegating editing can save you a lot of time and ensure that you consistently put out quality content, which can lead to growth in your audience and brand. Maintaining connection with your girlfriend. Scheduling visits or virtual date nights can nurture your relationship, which is important for your overall happiness and stability. Emotional well-being definitely compounds over time. Sending photos to your cousin. This one is a nice personal touch, and while it may not have the same leverage as the others, it's definitely meaningful and can strengthen family bonds. In terms of prioritization, I'd say focusing on applying to new jobs and systematizing flow at work would be top priorities since they have high leverage and long-term impact. Automating your social media and delegating video editing would come next as they free up your time. And then maintaining those personal connections and smaller tasks can follow. Let me know what you think.
I like this so far. I think that's a great prioritization. Is there anything else that we're missing for our System Sunday check?
I think we've covered a lot of great ground. You got your goals prioritized, and we've reflected on what's been working well and what can be improved. The only other thing that might be useful is to set some micro goals or actionable steps for the week, just to make sure you have a clear path forward. But other than that, I think you're all set for a great week ahead.
What advice would you have for anyone listening to the Learn Together podcast and is trying to implement a System Sunday in their own life?
I'd say the best advice is to start small and be consistent. Choose a few key areas of your life that you want to reflect on each week, like what went well and what could be improved, and then set some clear, actionable goals for the upcoming week. Over time, those small, consistent reflections and adjustments add up to big improvements and help you stay aligned with your goals and values. Just keep it simple and have fun with it.
That's pretty much my process for System Sunday. 3 questions, 4 questions maximum. What went well, what did not go well, what goals should I add to my current list, and in what order of priority should I complete them? These are the 4 questions I ask every week. Does not take more than half an hour, but it sets me up for an incredible week full of wins. Just to dive into the details a little bit more, let's say for what went well, I noticed that Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which is BJJ, is consistently going well. What I would do is I would circle Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu just to let me know that this continues to go well. This is something that can consistently bring me joy in my life. So that's circled. I'll make a note of that. And when I look back to my previous Systems Sundays, then I'll be able to see which of these things are circled the most often, and I can prioritize them. Finally, for my list of goals, as ChatGPT was prioritizing them for me, I numbered them 1 through 7 or 8, one downwards. And ideally, when I start my week, I want to focus only on number 1, and I do not do anything else until number 1 is complete. Then I can move on to number 2. Do not focus on anything else until number 2 is complete, so on and so forth. This is how you take advantage of the prioritization that we just received, and how you move the needle the most every week. Thank you, everybody, for joining me on This System Sunday and the Learn Together podcast. I appreciate you showing up for yourself, wanting to learn, wanting to grow, and doing it with me so we can learn together and we can grow together.